How did you get over suicidal thoughts? Serious? By pure logic. I thought I will die anyway at some point. Everybody does. So, why throw away the time that I have until then? When I'm totally honest with myself, chances are that things might get better at some point. So I picked something up that motivated me to carry on. I think to experience something new that fascinates you and integrate it into your life is the biggest help. I chose to get a motorcycle. Best decision of my life. But at this point I feel like I should say never go riding when emotional. It's not a valve and it gets fucking dangerous when you're upset, for example. My point is just to pick up some new hobby. Maybe there is something that has always fascinated you but you never chose to approach it. It should be worth the effort because you are worth the effort. I bet the next 2 points have been stated already, but I'll just include them. I got family. I got brothers and sisters. Sometimes I tell myself different, but there actually are a lot of people that care about me and would be shattered if I ended my life. I can live with ruining my life but not the lives of others. Last but not least, try and reset your focus. Instead of looking at what you don't have, try and appreciate what you have. You had a warmed meal today? Awesome. A lot of people didn't. You got a bed? A roof over your head? A pet? Some nice memories? Anything around you that reminds you of something good? I bet there is. Just do something that you can enjoy, like taking a bath or ordering your favorite food. You are worthy. If I was sure reincarnation was a real process and there was no spiritual punishment for suicide, I'd definitely be gone. However, I don't, so I'm not. It feels like it's automatic to me. I'm currently depressed and looking for a way out, but I find myself not being able to actually try and commit suicide. But if I was diagnosed with some incurable disease, I probably wouldn't fight it. I just manned up, the idea of family and starting one. When times get so rough that I just wanted to quit again, the face of my wailing mother always pop up first. Saw it when my cousin died. Also, I have this idea that my life is a gift, not by God, but the people helped me to reach where I am today. I can remember their good deeds and those negative thoughts just vanish, and then I can soldier on. Eventually, I told a doctor about them. The doc referred me to a psychologist. The psychologist referred me to another one. Now, I understand the feelings of sadness much better. They no longer seem so inexplicable, so overwhelming, so dangerous, so much of a trap, nor so frequent as before. I care too much around certain people around me to leave. I'd never want to hurt them, and thankfully most of the time they show me they're worth sticking around for. Didn't always wonder what I might do today. Hope. Someone said that just because today was bad didn't mean that tomorrow definitely would be. I held on to that piece of hope until I got the help I needed. I'm in a much better place. I'm glad I had a tiny bit of hope left in me then. The thought most powerful to me was, suicide doesn't take the pain away, it just shifts it to the people who are close to me. It isn't fair to do that to them. And then I realized that I had to take control and make changes so the things that were causing my pain would go away. As someone who is severely depressed daily, they never turn off, they are always there. I'm a loser at it, the only way I turn them off is by sleep. That's the only thing that works for me. I haven't said this to anyone except my therapist, but the two thoughts that helped me were that I didn't want my dog to miss me, and I didn't want my brother to have to explain to my nephew why I was no longer here. If these feelings ever re-emerge, which they do, I always remind myself of these two thoughts. I realized, it almost literally clicked, that all I wanted was attention and not death. I mean, if your suicide plan ends with, ... and then I will call X. Then you don't really want to end it. And there are less destructive ways of getting attention. The thoughts ended after that. Also therapy. It takes more courage to ask for help than it takes to continue alone. Be brave. Honestly, I've been struggling with this a lot recently. I'm a former college athlete who had to quit because of injuries. I felt like I lost my identity, and I know it sounds stupid, but I got out of my depression by working out. I played football, so when I quit I was 300 pounds. Working out every day to lose weight and get healthy gave my life the structure I was missing, and it helped because I was just getting out of a sling from shoulder surgery, and it gave me something to strive for. All of my previous goals growing up had been football related, whether it was lifting a certain weight or keeping my cool when I talked to a coach from my dream school. Just setting a goal for myself outside of football was a big step for me, and I'm still riding the high of getting down to 185 pounds. Being partially nihilistic, there shouldn't be a reason to do anything right. If nothing matters and we're an insignificant speck in space, why do anything? I shouldn't really like myself because of the mistakes I have done and the chances I didn't take. I just figured that, well, the things I do matter to me. If there really is no function for the universe, you're free to believe whatever gives you hope. This is only for myself, why not do things for me? And to extend that, to the people who matter to me. Etc. etc. I'll die anyway. Why not get more out of this tiny insignificant existence? I'm still working on myself and it feels like I'm slipping more than I'm improving. But I'm here. I can change that. Seek help, dude. I still have a problem to ask for it most of the time. I also joke about jumping in front of trains. Laugh at it a little. At points in my life I felt unwanted, unloved, and like no one needed me except to take advantage of me. I went to the people that I knew I could trust. People that I have spent countless hours talking to, laughing with, crying with. I told them how I was feeling. In the end, they took care of me. All I wanted was to know that I was wanted. They told me that their lives would not be the same without me. And this made all the difference. I just kind of accepted the thoughts. The dilemma to either end it or to push on took so much energy. Once I finally decided that okay, if I have to do it then I'll do it, no problem. After that the world seemed a lot different. I guess for me it was about the decision, which I made and I still stand by it, but I haven't had a single reason to think about it since. I was always just too scared to go through with it. By killing myself, I knew that I would make sure things would never get better, even if I didn't have to experience the bad times anymore. I guess my curiosity just got the better of me to see what my life ends up becoming. I started working out. I worked out 5 nights a week no matter what. I would get all of my school work done and it would be 1 AM and I would go work out. If the gym was closed I would do push-ups and sit-ups in my room, and every rep I did I told myself that's a little bit more self-hatred gone, and each time I worked out I would always leave feeling mentally fresh and proud of myself, which was very important for me. I didn't start working out to see improvements physically necessarily, but when I started to see those as well it only encouraged me to work even harder, and it has rejuvenated my self-worth. I couldn't have done this though without asking for help, and another thing that helped me was looking to find ways every single day to outsmart or be more clever than the negative me. Each day I wake up competing to be better and do whatever I can to make sure I prove that those thoughts I have sometimes are all lies and that I'm here to stay for a while longer. By getting through the depression, the suicidal thoughts are a symptom. Focusing on it's just a symptom might help a bit. However, even if you know it's a symptom, it's hard to stop the thoughts. It's like playing a game against yourself. Somehow your opponent always seems to know your next move because it's you. I was a super emotional teenager with no friends and was hated at school. With a fairly terrible and depressing home life. I thought about killing myself almost every day. 2 main factors that pushed me away from it was how much it would hurt the few people that really did care for me. The other being I knew I was too much of a puss to do it. I basically decided that if I wasn't going to go through with it, that it wasn't worth thinking about anymore, and to do the best I could to fund scraps of happiness till I could make my own. It was a thought process that goes from I want to kill myself to why the FCK do I have to kill myself? You should go kill yourself too. If you make me want to kill myself, I might just wipe you out. I was bullied, punch, kick, isolate, scream at, etc. You know the drill. I want to kill myself, quite a lot. Honestly, until that one moment that I snap and decide to sabotage every single one of them, and I did. It felt great, no more suicidal thoughts. These process took 6 years, yay, so no regret.